ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. It's another British wrestling review from yours truly. Now, last night, when is it? Saturday night now, yeah? Last night, I went to my first ever Fight Club Pro show in Wolverhampton. Now, this is the furthest south I've ever been for a wrestling show, and I've heard so many good things about this Fed, and it was their 3rd birthday party, so, you know, a good fitting show to go to. This show was in a nightclub called The Planet. The Planet is a rock venue. It's small, it's cramped, it felt fantastic, to be honest. People crammed in. Fight Club Pro is an interesting one. They've got a very low ring, they've got a cage around the ring made of wire fencing, and that gives it an intimidating atmosphere. It's weird, the atmosphere coming out of this place was very, very strange. I'll talk about that more probably at the end of the vid. They made a noise. There was metal plating on the bottom of the fence panel, so they made a really great noise. If you shook the thing, they made a noise like fucking, 1,000 people applauding. It was brilliant. So yeah, only 4 matches, which I'm sure some people would be put off by. But all 4 matches were good. So let's get on with it. So the opening contest was the Hunter Brothers defeating Jonathan Gresham and Chris Brooks in an absolutely superb night. This was my match of the night, in my opinion. We've been looking forward to seeing the Hunter Brothers for a long, long time. They are this month's ones to watch in Fighting Spirit magazine. Heard a lot of great stuff about, really about them. So Jonathan Gresham, can't go wrong with. Chris Brooks I really like, and I will be goddamned. Let me get to this one, yeah. The first 10 minutes, or it felt like about 10 minutes of this match, yeah. Technical wrestling. All 4 men working over their opponent's arm and doing some really nice stuff with it. Technical wrestling in a nightclub full of drunken people, yeah. Last time I saw that, no one gave a fuck, yeah. People there loved it, and I was so like, oh, you people, I love you people, you're freaking awesome. Like I say, last time, I'm watching technical wrestling, loving it, and I look around and everyone's like, alright, that was good. Anyway, this great match, yeah, like I say, first 10 minutes were just really good technical wrestling. Gresham playing the face in peril and getting double teamed a lot by Hunters. They were crisp, they were fluid, they worked beautifully together, being brothers and all. Really, really, genuinely impressed with the Hunters. Really want to see them again already. Brooks gets the hot tag, unloading a nice drop kick and a really pretty German suplex. And then Gresham, it's one of the most nuts things I've ever seen. He goes up the top, and remember I just mentioned they've got the fences around the ring? He basically does a sunset flip. Comes down and basically launches one of the Hunters. The only problem with the Hunters, I can't tell them apart. But one of the Hunters gets launched upside down into one of the fence panels, and that looked so good. It was absolutely freaking dope. He followed this up with an absolutely perfect 450 splash. Hunters came back with some nice double team moves, including a double lungbuster and a double backcracker. And to get the win, one of the scariest looking moves I've ever seen, a spiked tombstone power driver. That was quite scary. It was like, oh, it was a ooh when he landed as well. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. After the match, the Hunters put Brooks over because this was a trial series for Chris Brooks. I've just had a mental block and can't remember what the other 2 matches were in the trial series, but yeah, this was the 3rd one. And yeah, great match, really enjoyed that one. Next, Dan Ryder defeating Clint Margera in a bloody and brutal, and this is the title. This is a bad day at the office death match. Now this is, you're like, what the fuck? I know that's what you're thinking. Now a bad day at the office death match is a fans bring the weapons, and it's got to be something that you'll find in an office. Oh yes. Now the last time I saw even the closest to a hardcore match was the I Quit match between Lionheart and Chris Travis at PCW Blood, Sweat and Beers, which was in March, was it? So a long time since I've seen any hardcore wrestling, and long time, or even long, and just as long since, I was going to say even longer since I saw someone bleed, but Chris Travis got busted open in that one. So yeah, there's blood in this one and lots of it. Some brutal stuff, some daft spots, and some seriously ingenious weapon use. Now, let me think about this, yeah. There was a keyboard with tacks on it. Now, bear in mind, this stipulation was announced on Thursday night. Someone, the person who brought this keyboard in, is going, right, I know just what to do. I know just what to do. Grabs his keyboard, and then either that night or to the next, the day of the show, meticulously glues a thumbtack to every single key, and then goes, oh, look at my handiwork. And if it was me, I'd be just, that's so good, isn't it? And when he hit, bam, and tacks and keys just go everywhere. Absolutely brilliant. They did some unprotected chair shots. I've never seen live harder chair shots than in this match, and they were unprotected, and they made me cringe. Both men busted open off those. They did some. They piled some chairs on the outside, yeah. And Dan Ryder picks up Clint Majera on the apron and power slams him off onto the chairs. That I thought was going to be the sickest spot of the night, but no. Later on, Dan Ryder pushes drawing pins into his face. Drawing pins like this one, just like this. Yeah, a drawing pin like that one. I don't know how good you can see that. See if I'll focus in for you. Yeah, a drawing pin just like that, stuck into his face. So actually, I mean, that hurts. That legitimately hurts. You know, sticking out of his face, right? It gets worse than that though, because they go up to the top rope. There is a conveniently placed table on the outside, and Clint Majera fucking Death Valley drivers him through the fucking Dan Ryder, through the table, off the top. Oh dear God, that was stupid. The only thing I didn't like about this match was the finish, because Dan Ryder stapled Clint's t-shirt to the ring mat so that he couldn't kick out, and that felt a bit cheap to me, because it was a you big strong tough man. I understand that you've just had the shit kicked out of it, but you can't muster the strength to. You're saying a staple is stronger than you. That didn't work for me. So yeah, match was good apart from that finish. Didn't like that finish too much. Then MK McKinnon defeated Trent Seven in a good 2 out of 3 falls match to retain the Fight Club Pro. I'm an idiot. Championship. I've never seen the championship before. Very, very pretty belt. Do excuse me a second. I'm very thirsty. Yeah. Yes. Where was I? Yes. Super stiff in place of this one. Some ridiculously hard chops, ridiculously hard kicks. Trent Seven. Actually, I was going to say that Trent Seven was over, but both men really over. Dueling chants going on throughout the whole match. Trent won the first fall of the cradle. Lovely looking brainbuster by Trent, and it goes back and forth with MK being noticeably more aggressive in the second fall. Threw Trent into the fence a couple of times, then hit a shining wizard for the second fall. Then the third fall was good. We got a close 2 count off a massive frog splash. Match started to fall apart with just a couple of noticeable little botches, like Trent. They went for a superplex and Trent fell off the top rope, for example. MK made up for it something fierce, because Trent rolled to the outside. MK went for and connected with a rolling senton through the ropes, which was just incredible. One of the best high flying moves I've ever seen. At least I think it's a rolling senton. Yeah, suicide dive. But as he's doing the dive, he's actually flipping, so he actually hits his opponent back first. Absolutely incredible. But then, yeah, they do the suplex spot again. But as they come down, Trent holds on, lifts him up and puts him onto his shoulders. And then it looks like he's meant to lift him so that he goes upright. And then they're going to do a reverse Rana, right? The thing is, and I need to say, on paper, that sounds awesome, doesn't it? Because the reverse Rana is my favourite wrestling move. If anyone asks me, what's your favourite wrestling move? It is the reverse Rana. It's so brutal looking, but it's so easy to get wrong. And here, this one, they didn't get enough rotation on it. So MK comes down his shoulders and Trent just comes out on top of it, and it just didn't look too great. Maybe I had too high expectations going into this one, because I heard the match that they had in June, these two, was absolutely amazing. And it was good, it's just that there was botches and a couple of little kicks that didn't look like they connected. In fact, at one point, one of them did a kick, MK did a kick, and someone in the crowd shouted out, "You bloody missed!" And because it looked like it was a good foot away from his face, And of course, because I'm a fucking moron, I've forgotten what MK actually used to get the win, which is stupid of me, isn't it? Great reviewer, I am, obviously. So, last of all, the main event. Remember what I said, there was only 4 matches, as Dave Mastiff defeated the import of the night, Michael Elgin, who wrestles for Ring of Honor. And my God, this was good. It was a stiff as a board, full of amazing move. Elgin managed to stall in suplex on Dave Mastiff, and Dave Mastiff is a big man, holding him up for the world to see. That was amazing. They sort of did the dare each other to punch each other as hard as they could, and they were fucking whacking each other, forearms to the jaw, and they did the ever popular. I don't know what the spot called, other than the ever popular. I put on my notes the ever popular shoulder barge spot. Where you come off the ropes and you charge into them and, trying to knock your opponent down. That looked great. Highlights of the match for me, though, were a Mastiff German suplex, which was huge. But then, yeah, that was good. But the two spots that really made me go, oh my God, were both from Elgin. One was a jackknife powerbomb, which was fantastic. But then to top, I was like, what are you going to do to top that? He hit a Blue Thunder Bomb, which was just incredible, absolutely incredible. Both got huge pops from this crowd. Both had me marking out like a bandit. At the end, let's talk about the end. Dave hit a massive cannonball. Excellent. Dave hit a massive cannonball in the corner, covered Elgin, got to 2, which no one could believe. And then he did a Finlay style roll, did a huge, massive senton. 1, 2, Elgin kicks out. Couldn't believe that wasn't the finish. Elgin sort of crawls to the corner as Dave sort of is going, what the fuck do I have to do, sort of thing. And sort of tries to pull himself up with the ropes. And the look on his face as he goes, as Dave comes charging in with another cannonball, and that's what got the win. Absolutely fantastic. Elgin gets on the mic, puts over Mastiff, puts over British wrestling in general, which I like to hear. And that was the show. So only 4 matches, but fuck me, they were good. What a good night out. You know, it lasted long. All the matches were good. The atmosphere in the venue was absolutely superb. Had an underground feel to it. Remember what I said at the start? It almost felt like a secret that only a few people knew about. Because everyone in that room seemed to know each other, and that felt fantastic. The drinks were cheap enough. I met some really cool people, some really nice people, and I tell you this much, Fight Club Pro, I guarantee you I'll be back once again. I really enjoyed this one. Ladies and gentlemen, next weekend is a special one for us fans up in the Northwest, because we have got these 2 to look forward to. GPW Friday Night Thriller 6 on Friday. Future Shock 62 on the Saturday. I'm going to be doing a predictions vid some point in this week, but there's a big announcement here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really quite proud to be able to say, but at this show here, the Grand Pro Wrestling one, I'm actually going to be making my wrestling debut. Not in the ring, well, that'd just be crazy, wouldn't it? I'm going to be working as a commentator at this show, as the play-by-play commentator as well, live and in living colour. So if you want to come and say hello, if you're there, that would really be very, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Mark P. This has been a Fight Club Pro review. I'd love to know if you were there, what you thought of this one. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all very soon. Tatty bye!